It's the National Football League on EA Sports. And if it's in the game, it's in the game.
This should be a good one to watch.
Next on Madden Football.
Our coverage of the NFL has brought us to one of the league's most recognizable homes, Lucas Oil Stadium, opened in 2008 here in Indianapolis. Joined by a former NFL quarterback up in the booth, Mr. Brock Heward. I'm Kate Scott, and Brock, you can brag if you'd like to, because I know you had quite the big arm in your days with the Huskies and the Seahawks in Seattle. Well, we got a couple of quarterbacks here who also know how to push that football down the field.
Yeah, you got a couple QBs who are going to keep these defenses honest today, because the moment they get greedy in coverage or get too aggressive in the pocket, either of these quarterbacks can drop a dime, drop a deep throw right over them for big yardage, and maybe 6 points too.
Matt Gay now ready to get this one started. And here we go from Indy. Tucker now on the return. And pretty solid field position starting out here, Brock. He's tackled at the 29. So here come the Buccaneers, ready for their opening drive. They are brought out by a former #1 pick who always plays with energy and passion, Baker Mayfield.
There's just certain quarterbacks, the way they run on the field, you just say their name and just some adjectives and attributes pop up right away. For Baker Mayfield, scrappy, tough, a will to win. I'm not surprised at all to see.
Oh, it's intercepted. What a start. And the Colts force the turnover on the first series of this game. Oh, baby, this stadium was already loud to start this game, Brock, but that play, it's in an absolute uproar now.
And the one thing you want to do as an opposing team is quiet the crowd, especially as a quarterback. It's your job to quiet that home crowd, but an interception, well, it does nothing but add fuel to the fire. A fever pitch now as the offense takes the field, looking for an early lead.
So now the Colts getting their first opportunity on offense in this game. Bringing them out to 4th overall pick in 2023 out of Florida, a super athlete at quarterback, Anthony Richardson.
You hear me say all the time, Kate, that football is the ultimate team sport, but there are times as a quarterback it can feel a little bit like golf and match play. And when your opponent gives you a shot, gives you an opportunity with the pick, as a quarterback leading your team, you want to maximize it and take advantage of it.
Give him 9 yards. He almost moved the chains there. It's going to be 2nd and 1. Option give to Taylor. And he's dropped just short of the marker, maybe a yard away. Third and a lone yard coming up. From the shotgun, it's Richardson. He's on the move. And he will score! Touchdown, Indianapolis! The Colts pick it off and get points on the ensuing drive. It's an Anthony Richardson touchdown. Great play by the QB there, Brock. The play broke down. He didn't have much of a choice other than to escape and improvise. And in the end, turned out to be the best call he could have made.
It is such a necessary tool in today's NFL for that QB to put right in his tool belt, Kate. You know, in my day, you could be a blacksmith. Right? You just do the job and stay in the pocket. Not anymore. You got to be an artist. And you got to be an artist that can create when things break down. And that's big time to get a touchdown out of it as well.
That one right down the middle. And the Colts will jump out to a 7-0 lead. Here's Gay now to handle the kickoff. Tucker now on the return. And in the end, Brock, an exciting touchback as the return comes out to the 30. Tampa Bay sending its offense out. Their second drive coming up. And we only saw this group for one snap to start the game, Brock, so hopefully we get a longer look at them this time.
You know, Kate, in a lot of ways, it may even be easier to shake that first one off. They're barely on the field, so it's really a second chance to write the opening series you wanted.
Good run, gets him 7. That brings up 2nd and 3. Once again, Irving. He's pushed straight ahead, and that's maybe a yard at most. Zaire Franklin there to make the tackle. Call it no gain, maybe 1 at best on that play. That leaves him with 3rd and 2. Godwin, the man in motion left. Looking to throw on 3rd and 2. Complete beyond the marker. And he made a bid for midfield there, but stopped on his own side at the 49. It's a pickup of 11. And that's good for a Buccaneer first down.
You're not going to last long in the National Football League if you don't convert a good chunk of your 3rd downs. Nice find there to continue the series.
1st and 10 from a yard shy of midfield. Baker now from the gun. That's complete, Mike Evans. And he's brought down after pushing to that 35-yard line. 16 yards on the play. And that's good enough for a Tampa first down.
I think my favorite part was the magic he worked after the catch. The way he took the completion and made so much more out of it by adding all the extra yardage.
First down, here's Baker. Hits him on the out route. And they bring him down after the play reaches the 26.
Kate, if there was one throw in the game plan that kept me up at night more than any other, it was an out route versus zone coverage. Because you got to throw with anticipation, but you also got to make sure those defenders' eyes aren't reading you like a book.
Baker throwing again. Catch made by Bucky Irving.
You know, Kate, it's almost as if the defense invited him to make that throw. That was a play they knew they could defend, and they stopped it right at the line.
3rd down, 1 yard to go. Mayfield to throw again. Has him on the quick hitter. And he'll get it down to the 24-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup. And that's good for a Buccaneer first down.
Move the chains! Got to move them chains! Build momentum and keep that defense on its heels.
All right, all set up now. 1st and 10. Man in motion, headed right. 1st and 10, it's Mayfield. Finds him over the middle. And they bring him down at the 18-yard line.
The goal of running that drag route is to get it to him for at least a minimal gain with space to add after that. They picked up a good chunk, and there was nearly room to add even more.
2nd and 3 now. Now Mayfield. Short pass brought in. And he'll get this inside the 10 to the 9. 9-yard pickup, and it sets him up with 1st and goal.
You know, it sure seems like he knew exactly where he was going with that before the snap. That's a pre-snap decision that led to a post-snap first down.
4 downs now to get in. Here's 1st and goal. From the gun, Mayfield. And they will score. It's a Tampa touchdown. The Buccaneers get it down to a single point. It's a Chris Godwin touchdown. If you're going to complete that one successfully, Brock, you need the perfect throw, just the right touch, and you also need a guy who can go up and get it just like that.
Yeah, need to be able to muscle somebody off the ball if you're not alone. And call me a little biased. Go ahead. I don't care.
You're biased.
But the success of that play does come down to the timing of the throw, Kate. If you don't throw it on time to that exact spot, you run out of room, and you don't give yourself that kind of chance.
McLaughlin's extra point is up and good. And the Buccaneers tie this game 7-7. The Bucs get lined up, and they will kick this away. Return coming from the 6. And he's going to make this to the 28 before going down. The Colts with their offense out, their second drive coming up. And after the impressive drive we just witnessed, you gotta imagine that they are hoping to respond with something similar.
Yeah, and I don't love to use the word can't, right? But this can't be a 3-and-out for this offense right here. They got to give their defense a chance to catch a breath and turn some of the momentum in the building.
Call it 9 yards. Looked like a first for a moment. It's 2nd and 1. Now a toss play, Taylor. And he's tackled with the first down yardage. It's a gain of 4 there, and it's good for an Indianapolis first down. That's the end of one. Both teams with a little luck finding the end zone early. Hopefully no shortage of excitement coming up in the second. We'll take a brief pause and head back to Lucas Oil Stadium after this. Ready now for our second quarter. The Colts have the football. They've got a first to begin the frame. Shotgun snap now to Richardson. That's incomplete left side. Well, no look on his first look of the game, so it'll be 2nd down.
There's the importance of staying in phase as a defender. He was all over him in coverage, and that really did help force the incompletion.
Couldn't connect on first. It's 2nd down. From the gun, Taylor. He cuts it to the right sideline. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a first down. It's a pickup of 26. And it'll be first down, Colts.
I'll tell you what, Kay, one of the things I'm most proud of coming out of broadcast are my O-line buddies that will hit me up during the game and say thank you. Thank you for finally showing some love and giving some light to what those big boys are doing up front. I got to play with some of the best to do it. I got to see it up close and personal. Because of it, I'll never forget it. And they just showed up on that run.
Going to the ground again on first. And the defense gets there to force a small loss.
This is one of those plays that I wish we had the huddle mic'd up, Kate, because I can assure you that offensive line in their own way is telling that running back, sorry, we did not give you any chance.
All right, here we go. 2nd down. Working from the gun, it's Richardson. He's got a man left. And it's a nice little chunk here, 6 yards. That stop made by KJ Britt. Chance to move the chains here on 3rd and 4. Richardson back to throw. And it's incomplete, and that's going to bring up 4th down. Here's Matt Gay for the Colts field goal. This will be a 45-yard look from the left hash. Up and good from Fairbairn. And that's going to break our tie and give them a 3-point advantage. Here's Gay now to handle the kickoff. Tucker now on the return. Good looking return here, and he's got room. And great starting field position here as they bring him down beyond the 40. The Buccaneers and Baker Mayfield ready for this next possession. Good starting field position for the Buccaneers. 1st and 10. Here's the give to Irving. He's got to gain a 6 there. Zaire Franklin there to make the tackle. A nice 6-yard pickup. They're going to have 2nd and 4. Baker now off the play fake. That's going to be caught by Evans. And he'll be brought down after getting it to the 47-yard line. He gets 6 on that play. And that's good enough for a Tampa 1st down.
Nice to see that connection, that chemistry working between the two of them.
Football on that 47-yard line, 1st down. Mayfield now from the gun. Completed over the middle. This is ahead for about 5. Juju Brents with a stop.
Well, that's a pretty similar result to a 1st down run play. Moves it forward, keeps you on schedule, and makes 2nd and 3rd down a whole lot easier to manage.
Halfway to the marker, it's 2nd and 5. From the 42. Flushed out of the pocket. He takes it himself. That's an 11-yard pickup, and it gives them the 1st down.
I can tell you what, that was the goal from the moment he took off. Kept his eyes locked on the chains and made sure he set them up with a new set of downs. Well done.
They've got 1st down from the 31. Baker now. This finds Evans, complete. And he'll get it down to the 24-yard line. Second and 3 now. Receiver in motion, going left. 2nd and 3. He's got it at the 6. And he goes down, so they're set up with a nice 1st and goal as we've reached our 2-minute warning. From the red zone now. Break, and they will score. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. The Buccaneers get some late points and the lead. Baker Mayfield, the touchdown. Wow, great work there by the quarterback. The play broke down, didn't really have much of a choice other than to escape and improvise, and in the end, Brock, the best call he could have made.
Yeah, and you can do it in different ways in today's NFL, right? The Tom Brady's just recently retired. He did it with his brain. He did it with his mind, but you've got to be able to improvise, as you said. You got to be able to create when a play breaks down, and when you can put 6 on the board, man, does that infuse your offensive group with confidence.
McLaughlin tacks on the extra point. And the Buccaneers take a 4-point lead. The Bucs get lined up and they will kick this away. Josh Downs to return it. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. The Colts have running back Jonathan Taylor headed out with the rest of the offense. And they settled for a field goal on their last series, so points are a positive, but they'll look to upgrade to a touchdown here. Richardson now on 1st and 10. On target to Downs. And he's going to go out of bounds. Looks a little short of the 35.
That's what you call efficiency. Exactly what you're looking for on first down. Textbook. It sets up second and very manageable, and it creates that space if you want to take a shot downfield.
After a good pickup, they're set up with second and short. From the shotgun, it's Richardson. Made the throw as he was getting hit, Brock, and it's incomplete. Not on the same page with his tight end. So it's going to be third and short coming up.
You know, when we were growing up in the backyard, we call them alligators. One alligator, two alligator, three alligator. He needed another alligator in order to get that ball off. Credit the defense for forcing the incompletion.
He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. Well-timed strike by that defender to knock it free. And it's fourth and short. We'll see if they go for it. Nice work by the defense on that drive, Brock, as it looks like they're going to get off the field here with a 3 and out.
Yeah, kept them from generating any sort of momentum to give this drive legs. We know offenses, they've got to see the chains move to get it going, but that forcible hit knocked the ball loose.
And he's getting nothing on that return. They wrap him up almost at the exact spot that he fielded that punt. That punt finishes as a 60-yard effort. And the Buccaneers will get set to go on offense. Mayfield on first and 10. That's caught. It's Cade Otton. And he'll get it up to the 27.
Quarterbacks will look for their tight end short in just about any situation. They take away the deeper options. Well, there's their consistent source of positive yardage, the trusty tight end.
Second and 3 now. Baker now from the gun. Got Evans. It's complete. And he'll get it out to the 34 before he's tracked down. A new set of downs forthcoming. It's first and 10. Shotgun snap for Mayfield. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. Ball and defender arrived at the exact same time there. And we'll see what they do here on second down. Working across the middle, Brock, it is tough for anybody to make plays through all that mess, even when you're the biggest and baddest pass catcher on the roster.
But as a tight end, you're going to be disappointed because that's what you're paid to do. It's one thing for those undersized receivers you talk about. It's another one for these big tight ends. You are paid to make that catch through contact, but you couldn't do it.
So after that prior incompletion, we've got third down. Putting a receiver in motion. Third down, here's Mayfield. Brushes him off with ease. And he's brought down after a nice gain and a first down.
Every time I see one of those angle routes, I think back to my day one install. Rookie minicamp in the NFL. Texas, angle route. 49ers of the 80s, they were making hay with it then, and the running back's still doing it to this day.
Baker throwing again. Hits him on the in route. And he gets it through the midfield stripe and onto the Colts side of the field. Tampa spends its second timeout now. And they still have one in their pocket for what's left of this half. After a good pickup, they're set up with second and short. Mayfield to throw again. It is Cup, left side. And he works this to the 38 before going down. A 9-yard gain and good for a first down. Just before halftime, we get a timeout. Take it. Only time left for one more snap, Brock, so they're going to run out their field goal unit. This is a 55-yard look from the left hash. And this kick is good. He needed to get all of it there, and he did. We've reached the break. The Bucs visitors, but fighting out to an early advantage. Now we'll send you south to Orlando for a check-in around the league via Jonathan Coachman and the EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, what you got for us?
All right, Kate, thanks very much. Back to you and Brock in a bit. But first, time for our EA Sports Halftime Report. With that, the two squads are headed out of the tunnel. So let's get you back out to Kay Scott and Brock Hewer.
As always, a hat tip to Coach for his hard work during the break, as we're happy to welcome y'all back for the start of our third quarter. The Bucs get lined up, and they will kick this away. This one's fielded at the 40-yard line. He's stopped on the return at the 27. The Colts returning their offense and this running back to the field. They'll look to knot up this game right now as they trail 17-10. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. Here's Richardson. Couldn't connect right side. It's incomplete. No dice on that prior pass. Here's 2nd down. Richardson. That's complete to Pittman. And they're going to bring him down just beyond the 30 at the 31. They come to the line here, and this is 3rd and 6. Richardson now. Just got it away before the hit, but it doesn't matter. It's incomplete. 4th down coming up.
Well, that's one you chalk up to the pressure earning that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target, hit him, altered that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
The Colts ready for the punt. And this will be his 2nd effort of the contest. His first effort went 47 yards. Brock looks to have a little more into this one. And a fair catch made without incident just inside the 25. We don't get a return out of that punt. And it'll be their football. Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10. Irving on the inside give. And he'll scurry forward for a pickup of 3. Second down now, 7 to go. Right back to Irving now. And once again, he doesn't manage much before getting brought down. He musters up 3 yards on the run. That sets up 3rd and 4. From the gun, Mayfield. Got to him right as he threw it, and it falls to the ground.
That is a DB's best friend, pressure. That pressure earned that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target and hit him to alter that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
Tampa Bay in punt formation now. And this will be his first effort of the contest. And the coverage team is there as he fields it, so almost nothing on that return before he stopped. 58 yards on the punt there. And the Colts will take over. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. Working from the gun, it's Richardson. Gets this one to Pierce. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. A big play, 23 yards to move those chains.
From a great throw to a nice route and catch to moving the chains, there wasn't a whole lot not to like about that amazing play.
One play in, and already they're close to midfield. Taylor gets it on 1st and 10. And he's going to have this one down to the 43 on a good run. Pickup of 8 on the run, and that sets up 2nd and 2. Shotgun snap now to Richardson. He's got Pierce. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
You know, I often say there is a fine line between aggressiveness and carelessness. And when you throw in a double coverage, well, it can go either way. That time, a tremendous catch by his receiver on the other end.
Here's 1st and 10 from the 34. A give left side to Taylor. And he works it down to the 30-yard line. Give him 4 that time, so 6 to go on 2nd down. Richardson back to throw. Able to find Gould here. And he's brought down. They're going to mark him at the 14. That's 16 on the pickup. And it's good for an Indianapolis 1st down.
You know, Kate, over the years, I've heard defensive coordinators say, hey, you got to earn the right to rush your passer. You got to earn the right for me to call blitzes. And when you call a blitz and you don't get home and you don't hit the quarterback, you've earned nothing.
Offense set for a 1st and 10. Shotgun, handoff to Taylor. And that's good yardage there with a new set of downs to boot.
Hey, these are the type of games he's counted on to get when they're available. Unfortunately, we had tremendous vision to see the seam and get through it before that window could close.
They'll break the huddle and come up on 1st and goal. Taylor has nothing on that run. They stand strong and stop him at the 2.
You know, Kate, these are the situations in training camp that I love more than anything to watch. You learn so much about a football team in these goal-to-go situations. You know you got to protect that goal line, and the defense, well, they did the job on 1st down. More to come.
Another shot for Taylor. And he's caught behind the line for a loss.
That's got to be so frustrating for the runner. You're fighting the good fight. You even rip through a tackle to stay afloat, but the blocking can't buy you enough time or room to even get back to the line of scrimmage.
Buckle up. It's 3rd and goal. Throwing with a blitz on the way. Touchdown, Indianapolis. I think we actually saw him call it early there, Brock. He made that throw, and then he signaled it was gonna be a touchdown. Like a guy calling it before his three-pointer goes through the net.
Oh, you mean like Larry Legend Bird in the three-point shooting contest of the 80s?
Or maybe like a Tyrese Maxey, you know, but whatever.
Well, the kids aren't alive, I get it. They weren't alive in the 80s. They didn't see Larry Legend do it, but he did, and he anticipated, just like the quarterback.
Gay to add the extra point. Extra point sent right down the middle. And the Colts make it 17 all. Here's Gay now to handle the kickoff. Bucky Irving now to return. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. Here come the Bucs on offense now. And this is an important drive to get momentum back after that touchdown tied things up. They're out and set, 1st and 10. Mayfield set to pass. Finds him over the middle. And he finds space for about a 3-yard gain. Zaire Franklin there to make the tackle. Second down now, 7 to go. Here's Mayfield. That pass complete to Irving. And he's brought down after a short gain. After 3 quarters, we're still neck and neck. Neither side has been able to fully separate. It's a tie ball game through 3. We'll see which side separates here in the 4th. Here they come. This is 3rd and 5. Mayfield now from the gun. Finds his man. It's Godwin. And he's out of bounds beyond the 35-yard line. That one ends up a gain of 6. And that's good for a Buccaneer first down.
I know I can sound like a broken record when I talk about timing and getting the ball out on time and on rhythm, but these outcuts, it is so imperative, and the best of them make it look oh so easy.
First down, here's Baker. On target to Godwin. And he's downed after getting this up to the 41.
There's no routes on the old proverbial route tree, Kate, that takes more trust than throwing an out route. You're throwing it to a spot and believing your guy can get there.
2nd and 6 coming up here. Shotgun handoff to Irving. And he fights his way forward to get this to the 45. Call it 4 yards, and they're set up with a manageable 3rd and 2. Irving here from the gun. And that's good yardage with a new set of downs.
You spring a big gain like that, Kate, on the interior, 9 times out of 10, that O-line decisively won their matchup with the big fellas up front. They got those pads down. They created leverage, and they opened up that running lane.
Ball on the 45, 1st and 10. Straight ahead, it's Irving. And he's going to run this down to the 36-yard line. It's an 8-yard pickup, and they're going to have 2nd and 2 next. On the give, this is Irving. Jukes one defender, and he'll push this upfield and earn them a new set of downs.
It's pretty obvious this defense, they need more people around the line of scrimmage. But the minute you do that, Kate, you start opening up those throwing lanes. This is how balance takes apart a defense.
They'll keep this drive moving and come to the line for 1st and 10. Working inside the red zone. Completes this one to Otten. And he's tackled after gaining a handful. After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4. Now a carry by Irving. And that play is brought to a halt, they're going to say, at the 5-yard line. A nice gain of 8 there, and that brings them to 1st and goal.
Most of the people watching will forget about that play in a couple minutes, but the coaches won't forget. He has that filed away the next time he really needs to pick up a few yards.
First down, and they go right back to him. Finds the end zone. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. The Buccaneers take a fourth-quarter lead. Well, this has definitely been a tight one throughout, Brock. So now that they've taken the lead, the question becomes, can they hold on to it?
And that question right there is one the defense has to answer. But this sure had the look of a drive where a coaching staff challenged that offense, saying, hey, we need a big drive from you guys right here. And sure enough, that offense delivers.
Yeah, no doubt. McLaughlin's extra point is up and good. And the Buccaneers break that tie and now lead by 7. The Bucs get lined up and they will kick this away. Has this at the 6. And a decent return ends as they bring him down inside the 30. The Colts and this running back headed back out for a new series. And his production is carried over into this second half. He keeps on running well, even with the workload they placed upon him. On first down, it's Richardson. Escapes the pocket. He's going to keep it this time. And he'll go down after pushing this up to the 29.
Just not much to do right there, whether he wanted to run it or throw it. Even if he scraped a positive gain out of it, that's still a win for this defense.
They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9. We're down to the 2-minute warning here in Indy. Colts losing by 7. They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9. From the shotgun, it's Richardson. Taken in by Pierce. And this one's brought to a halt at about the 36-yard line.
Good luck defending that short yardage slant. Just not going to happen. There's a reason. This is a go-to play for just about any quarterback in every situation.
3rd and a lone yard coming up. Looking to throw it. This one finds Taylor. And that short gain is enough for a new set of downs.
As an offense, you don't call a screen, Kate, expecting to gain just a few yards. You call it expecting to break out something big and substantial. But it's up to that defense to stay ahead of it, to keep it contained to something much smaller. Case in point right there.
Here he is to throw. Splits a couple of defenders and completes it. And the tackle's made just beyond midfield at the 48. He brings the offense up now for a 1st and 10. Back to throw. Bails out of the pocket quick. He's running with it. And he's brought down after a nice gain and a 1st down. Timeout Indianapolis. That's its 2nd. Still one more in their pocket to use. It's a new set of downs for him at the 32. He'll look to throw it. Has him on the quick hitter. And he's able to take this one down to the 25. Colts operating from the hurry-up, rushing back to the line. Setting up to pass. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Looking for Michael Pittman Jr. on that throw. And now they'll face a 3rd and 3. You go middle of the field against zone coverage, Brock. You know this firsthand. You are throwing into rush hour, and there aren't a lot of easy completions to be found in that part of the field.
Yeah, and a lot of those throws, Kate, you're signing your guy up to take some sort of hit. It's on you to protect your guys. Credit that defense for flying around and making the play.
Big gain, 14 on the play. And it'll be first down, Colts.
That is so demoralizing for a defense. You lock things down in coverage. You do everything right on the back end, only to see the quarterback escape, evade the pressure, and get that first down anyway.
Offense to the line for first down, conscious of that single timeout they've got remaining. From the red zone now. Flushed out of the pocket. And he's able to get it to the 2 before the stop. The Colts take a timeout. That's their last one. And now they're powerless to stop that clock with a timeout at least. Nice spot here for the offense. It's 2nd and 1. Here's Richardson. And they pull it off. A touchdown catch in the final moments. And now overtime or a win right here are on the table. You always tell me, Brock, it is a whole different world here. Running routes, working in confined spaces, instead of having that whole field to spread out a defense.
Oh, spot on, Caden. Some players, that's the world they thrive in. Finding windows where windows shouldn't exist and then being ready for the throw to arrive. It happens so fast. Trusting your quarterback to make the right read and get it to you.
On for the PAT, and a make would tie us up late. And everyone can breathe easier now. His try is good, and they found a way to tie it late in the 4th. Here's Gay now to handle the kickoff. And the kickoff is into and then out of the end zone. Touchback. This drive starting from the 30. First and 10. Here's Mayfield. Irving hauls it in. And he gets out to stop the clock, but just 11 seconds remain. Give him 15 yards on the pickup there. And that's good enough for a Tampa first down. Just one play into this drive, and they're already sitting on their own 45. Mayfield on first and 10. He beams one deep right side. And they don't connect there, so only 6 seconds remaining. Trying to force one through there. And that'll bring up second down.
How many times do defenders hear from their coaches, read and react, read and react? You got to read where the quarterback's eyes are going, and then more importantly, you got to react as he begins to throw and knock that ball away.
Throwing again on second and 10, Mayfield. He's looking deep once again. And that's incomplete, but he might have done a little too much to cause that. Flag comes out, and this could be interference. Ball game's not over just yet. Don't leave those seats. The interference call means we're going to have an untimed down here. The kick is good. He got it. And the third time he puts it through will be the charm. They've won it. So it's a win for the visiting Buccaneers. And with overtime in their back pocket, they weren't going to lose it at the end, but they still managed to set up the field goal, and he executed the game winner. What a memorable way to win it. That does it for another broadcast of the NFL on EA Sports. With my partner in the booth, Brock Hewitt, I'm Kate Scott. The Buccaneers winners as we say so long from Indy.